My name is Christina Kewen and I'm a student at CCC.
My name is Marlon Jones. My name is Holly Hellewell, Christian's mother.
Hello, my name is Darren Poland and I'm a student here at Corning Community College.
Barry Hoff, 18 years old, college student.
My name is Eddie Crawford. I'm a college student at Corning Community College.
Hi, I'm Colleen Kaminsky. I teach business here at Corning Community College. I'm a part-time instructor and I've taught here 5 years.
Do you use social media?
Yeah.
I do. I use social media all the time. I just recently got into social media.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I do use social media.
Yes.
What kind of social media do you use?
Facebook and Snapchat.
Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
I use Facebook. Other than that, I don't think I use that much. I mean, I use Twitter once in a while.
I use Facebook, LinkedIn. I have a Twitter account and Instagram and Google Circle.
Why do you use social media?
Because I won't like it. I use it to let my family and friends know what I'm doing all the time, or like to talk to them and stuff.
What does it mean to you?
It doesn't really mean a lot. It's just, I just like the entertainment. I like to see what's going on with other people and find out what's going on in their lives. Like Holly said, meeting up with other, meeting our old friends.
Social media means a good way of distraction, just to get out of their life for a minute and just see what's going on in other people's lives.
Well, basically it means a way to contact my friends and my family when I'm away or in trouble. Sometimes it could be used for entertainment for me. And I see how people are just like having bad times and I try to help them out.
Facebook means connecting with people. I've moved around a lot in my professional career, and so it gives me a connection with friends, colleagues, people I have known through the years who I'm no longer close to in proximity. For LinkedIn, it allows me the professional network.
When did the world of social media come to you?
When I was about 13, I think that's when I got a Facebook, and then the other ones just followed.
Back in 2014 when I was allowed to use it. My sister and my brother were against me using it, but I did it anyway.
Way to be a rebel.
Yeah.
What does the social media's impact have on the world today?
I think it's connected people more in ways where you can connect with people way more, and you can talk to people and you can communicate and have access to more people and more things than you ever had before. But at the same time, I think it has stagnated our population growth in thinking that, you kind of like when you look on Facebook or you look on Twitter, Instagram, you see like how relationships should be or how you should act or how you should be. And my whole thing is, it's a lot of like celebrity pondering too. Like every 3 seconds of not like a Taco Bell commercial is what Kim Kardashian's up to, and it's it's a lot of that kind of stuff too. So I think it's helpful in terms of access to people, but it's also, I guess, just stagnates our community or our basic our population as a whole. When it can be a lot of mindless bullshit.
I think social media, it's interesting. I think there are 2 aspects. One, it makes people feel connected and closer together. It gives you an opportunity to renew connections and make new connections. However, it sometimes, I think, makes you feel that you're more connected or closer with people that you're not actually close to. I just talked to a friend the other day who I haven't talked to probably in a couple of years, but through Facebook we keep up on each other's lives and see each other's families. But to actually have that meaningful connection and conversation, we were saying, though we know what's going on in each other's lives, we haven't spoken directly. And so that level of real understanding and connection hasn't been there.
Who do you think demographically uses social media?
I think everybody uses. I think mostly it's the early 20s and early 30s. People in that age range use it more than our age range.
Obviously, young generation, the older you get, the less likely you probably are to really know what technology even is. I've seen my friends' parents punch an iPhone trying to figure it out. I think it's for younger people. I mean, every generation has something new. Like when our parents were younger, they had to the radio, or they had to rock and roll. People criticizing that. So every generation has their own ways of entertainment. Not just this is our way of entertainment. It's just social media.
Lawyers.
I think teenagers are more in touch with social media, but I think everybody uses it.
How do you feel knowing that you can contact someone anytime, anywhere with just a touch of your fingertip?
See, that's what I like, because that's just access to people. I mean, and it feels like my future field of business and stuff. Access and talking to people and communicating is a lot of part of your success, and how you profit off of, you know, interpersonal relationships is how you connect. So I think social media really helps people connect in more ways than they would have maybe 10, 15 years ago. That's why I think it's helpful in that sense.
It does make me powerful when you say that.
It's kind of creepy, but it's kind of cool.
Are you both happy on social media?
I am. Yes, I am.
Do you think social media can bring happiness?
No, I don't think. I think it can give a level of satisfaction, but I read some studies and things that sometimes social media now causes people to be depressed about their life, because number one, mostly what we put up is the good, the beautiful, the honor awards, and I'm guilty of it too. My kids in their sports or activities, the honor society, the prom. I put all the happy pictures up. I don't put if they didn't do well on a test or if they didn't make the sports team or anything like that. And so it gives an illusion that everyone has this perfect life. And when you evaluate that against your own real life and your day-to-day, you're not measuring up. And I think then it results in either depression or some sort of feeling that you're not as adequate, which isn't relevant. So I don't think it can bring happiness. It can bring satisfaction and connecting. I've reconnected with people I worked with 25 years ago, and it's been really fun to see their kids and kind of reconnect where their career's gone. And that's been enjoyable, but again, it's all surface, it's all superficial.
What's your opinion on cyberbullying?
I think cyberbullying is actually really, really dumb, and whoever does is really, really low.
Cyberbullying is just another form of bullying, and bullying to me in any form is wrong. We've had recent accounts of people being cyberbullied on social media, and they have ended their lives based on what people say or post on their page or their timeline, and that can affect their self-esteem and their self-confidence. So as far as cyberbullying is concerned, if there isn't already legislation, there should be.
Do you think we should limit what we say on social media?
No, I think you can call someone anything on social media. I think there's literally nothing that should be restricted on social media besides putting up people's pictures, like new pictures of something, or putting a picture of something somebody doesn't want up, or something that somebody doesn't want to be shown to the world. That's the only restriction I really see, but I don't think anyone should be restricted to what they can and can't say. If you don't like it, well, that's tough luck, but freedom of speech to everyone. That's the point of democracy.
I think we should definitely limit what we say, because I feel like a lot of people say too much, like they tell us like that they just went to the bathroom. Like, we don't need to know that.
I believe in freedom of speech. I also believe in freedom of speech, but I also believe in the fact that you can use the example of saying fire in a theater. That can also affect people just like the cyberbullying would. So the person needs to be positive in their remarks, and if they don't have anything positive to say about a person, then they shouldn't be using the system.
How do you feel about children using social media at an early age?
I think there should be an age limit, obviously, for social media, but I also think that that it's a good way for them to stay connected.
Do you think we're using social media the way we are supposed to? Do you think we're using it wrong?
I do. And not all the way wrong, not 100%. I do believe that it's used for good things and is used inappropriately, like personal business, personal, drama going on, and things that are going on in a person's life. Instead, I think that's the negative part. I don't think that's appropriate. But other ways, yes, I think it's wonderful to communicate. I think it's a good way to communicate, but also if you look at the negative aspect of it, a lot of people write way too much information. oh, I'm going on vacation, and then the burglars can say, okay, they're on vacation, so Yeah. let's hit their house.
Do you think social media is addicting? If so, are you addicted to it?
It is addicting. And if you want to call it an addiction, for me, I do wake up first thing in the morning and flip on Facebook to see what's been going on for the past 12 hours while I was sleeping.
Yeah.
So if that's an addiction, so be it. It's a form of amusement, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's addicting.
Now, I would think of social media being addicted for teenagers. Marlon, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 48.
It can be addicting, but there's other things to be worse addicted to. I'd rather have someone I know addicted to Twitter be on it all day rather than someone I know addicted to heroin.
Yes, it's addicting, but no, I am not.
Oh yes, I do. I think people, there's an immediacy now that there wasn't before the cell phone. If someone texts you now or Snapchats you or something, there's a need to immediately find out what it is, as opposed to being able to delay until sometimes an appropriate time. And I think that's what's happened with kind of texting and driving and things like that. I'm not sure if you've ever been at dinner with people, a party, a social situation, and people are on their phones.
All the
Why?
time.
Why?
I have no idea. Because they're so addicted to it. Because when I was in my senior trip, I was in this one room. Everyone was on their phones. I'm the one trying to socially have a conversation. I was like, hey, how's it going? They're just on their phones.
Yeah, so think about it. You're on the senior trip. Where was it?
I was in Vermont.
Okay, so you're in Vermont. There's a lot to see. Did you do the Ben and Jerry's tour?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so, you did that, had ice cream. I bet during that tour there were people texting with people back home.
The rules are when you're on the tour, you cannot take any pictures whatsoever
Oh, that's good.
because you can probably send it to another company.
Trade
It's trade secrets.
Yeah. But, it's kind of, I think people lose the value of the interactions with the people they're with and what they're doing, and think that something better, they may be missing out on something, when really they're missing out on the here and now.
100% yes, and yes.
What do you think about people posting their political beliefs on Facebook or any other social media, period?
That I personally don't, but I don't have an issue with people who do, because it's free speech, and I may get in a dialogue with someone one-on-one regarding politics or candidates or something like that, and if somebody feels passionate about their belief and their candidate, then I think they have the right to post about it, and then get into a discourse with others who may not agree.
What do you think social media would be like in the future?
Probably more innovative, more creative. They're already making those 3D cameras are gone. Like someone's video, you look around. Those kind of things. I feel like it's going to be more creative in the future and maybe a little more futuristic than what we're used to. I feel like it can only go up. It can't go. Technology really can't go down. Technology always has to go forward. So I don't think we're not going to go back to 2006 AOL. Where it's going to have to advance.
I think it'll be like Skype, but instead of a video, it'll be like a hologram,
Hopefully not the new cell phone.
What do you mean by new cell phone?
Well, with social media being the new cell phone, I just think people will just be on there 24/7, and they won't even come outside.
But it's like that now.
True, it is. With the cell phone, you have to go outside and all. You can walk around, take it in the car. You can't. I'm against with cell phones in the car, but you can still use it there.
Here to give me a parental perspective on social media.
From parental perspective, I can see the benefits of it. I can also really reinforce the negatives. Social media is positive in a way, but the children are, of course, they could be, cyberbullied. I feel the children should be reading books, the actual book, not on the Kindle. Correct. And that they should have more time to go out and play like we did when we were little.
Exactly.
We weren't allowed to sit in front of the TV We didn't have cell phones.
Right.
And it all depends on the parent's perspective. But not paying attention to what your child is doing on the internet is very neglective. I think it's neglective as a parent. Definitely. Neglecting your children, using the social media can be used as, for lack of better words, a babysitter. Exactly. And I think that, as a parent, is a form of abuse. Not giving the child attention, letting them do that, and letting them learn from that, then sort of speaking with your children one-on-one as, a bonding time between parent and child. And monitoring and parental controls of certain areas of social media and television need to be started at an early age. It has to be monitored as a parent so that doesn't become their teaching tool of life. To learn is wonderful to learn the ABCs, but to sit down and have a parent and child bonding moment, you understand? You know what I mean? Yes. That's where it becomes a neglective, an unuseful, bad tool in a child's life.
Would you care to give a business perspective on social media?
I think businesses now have really embraced social media because it's a free form of advertising, in a sense that every company can have a Facebook page, a Twitter account, an Instagram. They can all have those sites that don't cost them anything. What does cost them is maintaining them, and usually hiring younger professionals who will monitor and brand the company through social media. I think also that just the instantaneous and the opportunity for customers to be able to dialogue with the company. In the past, companies share the information and that's it. And maybe if you were angry at them, you might write a letter, and then they might send you a coupon or thank you for your comments or call you to explore the situation further. Now you can have that conversation online. A lot of companies on Facebook, people comment they've had a problem with this, or they're even within the company's own pages that contact us, so it's offered an opportunity for dialogue. So I think businesses have really benefited from social media.
What is your opinion about social media?
I mean, I think it's cool. I use it every single day.
I guess, I'm an 18-year-old kid, so I use social media a lot, like most 18-year-olds, so I guess I am supportive. It is a biased opinion that I lean towards social media because I use it so much. And that's my generation. I was kind of born into the social media bubble. But at the same time, I think it's just another part of people's lives. I don't think that it's that big of a deal with people have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I mean, if your life, if you having trouble controlling your accounts on social media, there are other things wrong in your life besides your accounts on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and Tumblr and all those other things, Skype. If you can't control your personal life on your accounts, I think there's something else going on than just social media. So I think social media is fine. I think if it's at a tolerant, moderate level, not addicted and on every 3-4 seconds and always posting, then I think it's fine.
I appreciate it. I use it once in a while. It has helped me find a lot of good friends.
Yes, it has.
That I hadn't found in 10 or 15 years.
Or more.
But as far as constantly on it, no.